Alright, let's see this. Metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified. Oh, likely! Oh, no, it's likely! It's not confirmed. Oh, that's crazy.
Yep, much to the chagrin of a lot of people in power,
Wow.
the conversation around Jeffrey Epstein doesn't seem to be fizzling out anytime soon, which is great. Hopefully,
No, we'll just find the next thing to argue about. I mean, again, this video is like, what, a month old? People already kind of, like, died down on talking about this, unfortunately. I will not stop talking about it.
it will keep this steam and will never
You
peter
hurt
out
kids,
because
I
it is
hurt
of the
you.
utmost
In jail.
importance that this gets
With a brick.
corrected. That they stop trying to
In your toe.
perpetuate these lies that they're attempting to shove down the American public's throat about Jeffrey Epstein not having a list, not indulging in blackmail, and then trying to drop what has now been revealed as modified footage of Jeffrey Epstein's cell area to prove that he took his own life and no one came in there. There was no fishy business. The Baba Yaga didn't pay him a visit or anything. And they try and proclaim
Yaga.
that footage was like...
The Baba Yaga would eat him, lore-wise. It's confirmed since yesterday the House released a concluded text description of what goes on and missing in it another 2 hours of released footage. Do they say, like, a guy came in and shot him in the head twice in the back? Is that what it says? Because I need to see what is going on.
the raw, real deal, you know, organic, sourced footage here. But what we're talking about today, it turns out that was once again another fucking lie.
Wow.
CoffeeZilla just made a
Calling me
video talking
surprised.
about it as well, so I'm going to play a few.
The government would never lie to you. They've never lied in the last, like, 100 years.
Clips from that because he is significantly more intelligent than I am. And buckle your seatbelt because it is a wild ride.
The raw Epstein footage was modified
CoffeeZilla!
according to its metadata, despite Dan
I like this guy,
Bongino
he's
previously
cool.
saying that they would release the original footage so you wouldn't think there were shenanigans.
There's video. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans.
Well,
You really think someone named Bongino would never lie to you? First name Gabagool.
unfortunately, that's not what we got.
To
My
briefly
name's
explain for those that
Bongino.
don't know, when the DOJ and FBI came out and said that Epstein did not have a list,
Mamma mia.
did not indulge in blackmail, and did in fact commit suicide, they then dropped some footage that was supposed to corroborate that there really was no one else that entered his area and killed him or anything. So they dropped a lot of footage. And it was supposed to be the raw feed of it. Turns out that doesn't seem to be the case. It was very likely modified, and you're about to see
According to the pictures, it seems to be photoshopped and edited.
the metadata that indicates that it most likely was, as well as a forensic expert that weighs in that also thinks that it was not done properly here.
Basically, they pulled the metadata and showed that the footage appears to be assembled from at least 2 source clips, saved multiple times, exported, and then uploaded to the DOJ's website, where it was presented as raw footage, which technically it is not. Now, I pulled the EXIF data myself. This is what it looks like. You can see that there's these ingredients file path here, where you can see 4 different files. 2 of them are just identical. So 2 unique files here that have been basically stitched together is the most charitable interpretation.
So they went into Adobe Premiere and edited the footage, saving it multiple times. I cannot believe that they would even leave the metadata intact. You would think that these 3-letter organizations would be better at hiding their dirty work. Now, maybe if they were using a
No
superior
way.
editing program, Sony Vegas, they would have been able to, you know, get away with it more effectively.
This is what happened, chat. I found the real footage. You seeing this shit? What? No way! Oh my god! What? No!
Because Sony Vegas probably doesn't even have metadata, it's so fucking archaic. But they went into
I
Adobe
fucking
Premiere,
knew it!
spliced this together, and then sent it as raw when it is not raw. It is edited. That is,
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
legitimately, by all possible definitions, a lie. Even though Bongino said, no, you're gonna get the raw, so you know there's no
Bongino.
shenanigans. But all we get is
I
shenanigans.
don't don't believe any motherfucker named Bongino.
Shenanigans.
Yes, maybe you didn't do anything with it.
Even
but
you,
it
Chad,
kind
your
of
name
ruins the
Bongino.
whole chain of evidence. Wired actually quotes a professor of UC Berkeley whose research focuses on digital forensics. He has
We gotta keep Hanny Farid safe, chat. I don't know. I don't want him to, you know, commit Sudoku in the coming, I don't know, couple of years.
Testified in numerous court cases, and he says, if a lawyer brought me this file and asks if it was suitable for court, I'd say no. Go back to the source, do it right. Do a direct export from the original system, no monkey business.
It's actually scary
Monkey
just
business.
how blatant this corruption is. For years, they have talked about the Epstein list and the blackmail. It is something that everybody knows exists. Like, there is
it's not
endless
real.
amounts of evidence to suggest its legitimacy. Yet now, all of a sudden, they're like, nah, it's not real. No, that's just fictitious. That's like fucking Santa Claus's list right there. That's not real. No naughty and nice list. No Jeffrey Epstein list. There's no such thing. Jeffrey Epstein's not even a real person. That's just a made-up fairy tale. Like, they haven't gone that far with that claim, but like I said last time, I feel like we're not far off from them just trying
Where's
to
the
deny
list,
Jeffrey Epstein ever
Lebowski?
even existed, trying to scrub him from the history books here. But like, they are actively just not even trying to make this believable. They are so confident that they will not be held accountable that they don't even bother to do even the slightest amount of elbow grease to convince anyone to believe them.
Because stupid people will believe you no matter what. Like, I don't know why people are so surprised. Like, Charlie's not stupid. He's not like, you know, he's not a drooling, bumbling idiot. Most people are, or they don't care. They don't, like, they're like, oh, well, with the list, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I just work every day. I work here.
And
I
they're
don't know
right,
what's going
like nothing's
on.
happening to them. They are covering up for one of the biggest pedophiles in history that implicates some of the most powerful people across the globe. And they are sweeping it under the rug. There have been no arrests made, and it doesn't seem like they're pursuing it at all. Caroline even just recently said that they're not, like, releasing anything in regards to it because of, like, how graphic and gross all of it is.
What do you tell MAGA supporters who say they want anyone involved in Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes to be held accountable?
This administration wants anyone who has ever committed a crime to be held accountable.
Absolutely.
And they put out a memo in conclusion of that review. There was material they did not release because, frankly, it was incredibly graphic and it contained child pornography, which is not something that's appropriate for public consumption. But they
No
committed to an
shit.
exhaustive investigation. That's what they did, and they provided the results of that. That's transparency.
Oh,
So find the people that are in the video and then twist him by the balls and hang him from the ceiling fan. I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Twist their nuts. Take a baseball bat to the balls.
they provided the results of that?
Yeah.
How many people went to jail, Carolina?
Please.
I must have missed that update.
And then
Were
throw
there a
them in
lot
jail,
of bad
yeah,
guys
twist
that
them by
got
the
locked up
nuts.
here? Oh man, that's huge. I feel like more people should know that. Can you share who all got arrested from all of the Epstein investigations? This vile
no
worm
one's
tries to say
arrested.
that nothing's going to get released, and I guess nothing's going to happen to anyone that was incriminated here because a lot of it was not fit for public consumption. Fucking weirdo, no one's asking you to, like, share the videos or anything like that. But you are saying that you have this evidence and you're doing nothing with it.
Guys, we have the gloves to the killer. We have them, but we're not gonna convict the killer because it's got blood stains on it. It proves that they killed that person. This logic is insane.
And we know there is a
What?
list of clients and a lot of people that
The
engaged
glove
with it.
doesn't fit.
Fucking arrest them. What the public
Yeah.
deserves is that you will follow through with your duty of arresting these evil people that you have unbelievable amounts of evidence on, which is not happening. This is the furthest thing from transparency, unless she's trying to argue that this cover-up is so
crazy.
blatant, obvious, and terrible that everyone can see through it, so you can immediately know how guilty some of the most powerful people are. Then I guess that makes sense, because this is such a poorly done attempt at burying this that everyone can see through it. Is that the point she was trying to make? Perhaps, I guess. Every step of the way here, they are lying and trying to cover up everything related to Jeffrey Epstein, including this footage that was supposed to be raw footage.
Conspiracy theory here, like put your little conspiracy hat on. I think whenever things like this start to ramp up and the public gets pissed, there's always gonna be some sort of like semi-controversial, like dividing thing that happens to distract people. I'm just saying, I don't know, bad things happen, and then people kind of forget, and then it happens, and then people like cycle again. They're like, oh, whatever happened to the Epstein thing? Oh, what happened then? And then boom, another big thing happens.
The video aspect ratio suddenly shifts as
on.
the tape changes
where's my
over, or
hat?
whatever they claim. You can see that right here. There's like a
here's my
sudden
hat.
shift in the video. I have not changed this video in
You
any
like
way.
it?
I have it in the Premiere Pro timeline, which I guess they had as well. So this is as intended. So there's this just weird shifts in the footage. I mean, this was done in actually a very sloppy way after they explicitly talked about needing to do it in the right way so the American public could rely on it.
Now, as CoffeeZilla says, it could be all just incompetence, like actually just fucking troglodytes here in charge of all of this. So even though they called attention to needing to do it the right way,
I believe in mistakes, but repeated mistakes, I don't believe in. I think that's a pattern. Yeah.
they're just so fucking brain dead, like actual lobotomites, and just couldn't even do it the right way, so then they just farted this out. Like, it could be, like, no manipulation here, like, this is just how it's done, like, for some reason it dumps a minute, like, as it's switching over, and they had to put it into editing software and fuck up the aspect ratio. I guess it could be incompetence, but I would not be that charitable with this. They are doing so much lying. Again, we already know about the list existing, and we know about the blackmail. That is all real
Bobby
stuff,
Kotick
and
is
now
in
they're
it.
denying it. And now they're doing this modifying of footage
little
while
black
trying
book.
to fight back against the conspiracy that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. It's just insanity. They are so confident that the public will do nothing about it. They'll get upset, but they'll just swallow it and be done with it and move on. And some people are, but I'm happy that
It's been a month and it's definitely toned down yet again. Like, how long have we been talking about this? I feel like the whole Epstein thing happened in, like, what, 2020? When did Jeffrey Epstein die? 2019! Yes, dude! That's what I just said, man! It's been so long, we're still yapping about it. And they're just like shuffling their papers around. They're like, I don't know, it's just kind of hard. He actually hurt himself, he killed himself. I don't know. 6 years. It's been a long time.
they are desperately doing everything in their power to try and bury this whole conversation about Jeffrey Epstein. Like a couple days ago where Trump interrupted a question about it in order to try and shift to something else. Like, are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, that creep? How can you be talking about him when there's floods going on in Texas? It's such a bad look.
It is.
A minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the native set.
Yeah, sure. If I
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
It's bad luck.
This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking.
Yeah!
We have Texas.
We want
have this. We have all of
answers!
the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on
answering.
Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas.
Yeah, people are still talking about Epstein. It's one of the biggest, most in-your-face cover-ups most people have ever seen.
Show me
This
the
is
files.
one of the biggest pedophiles in history that implicates so many extremely
My
powerful
head
people.
is big.
Yeah, people
Big
are
hat.
still talking about it, understandably, because the people deserve
Big hat, dude.
answers, and there needs to be justice for all of the people that engaged in this. This desperation from those in power to move on from the Jeffrey Epstein conversation is extremely scary.
they've been shuffling
and they're
this shit
doing it
around
with
for
reckless
years.
abandon, feeling completely immune to consequences for all of this. And so far they're right. Like, there's not anything that's coming from it. There's still no arrest being made. There's still no new information coming out.
Too many people with too much power running and pointing fingers at each other. I understand. I completely understand why it would be difficult to arrest people and implicate them, because there's so much power and money involved. And that's what kind of scares me personally. It's like they have that kind of power to tease this shit for 6 years straight. And then before that, before this even happened where he died, they were talking about it before that for years, and nothing ever came of it.
The only information we get is more information about how they are lying, like modifying the footage and shit. It's craziness. I just wanted to give you a little update here with everything that's unfolding in the Jeffrey Epstein case. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.
It's bipartisan, I'm sure. I think being a disgusting, evil person is not exclusive to one side or another. I think disgusting people are everywhere, on every corner of the earth. Yeah. Alright, conspiracy hat over! Alana, don't be alarmed, but there's a kiss candy on your head. No, it's not a kiss candy, it's my hat. It's my conspiracy theory hat. Whatever I say, it means I'm joking. Yeah. Are you gonna eat it? I actually don't like Hershey's Kisses that much. They're okay. I can have like one, and then like I'm good. Yeah. Almost 2 months of news. Ready for forgetting and moving on? Yeah, dude, it's been, what, July? Yeah, this is almost 2 months, actually. Unironically, you're right. Yeah, July 12th, August 12th, September 12th is coming up.